Let's talk about solo traveling and meeting people when you're staying in a hotel. So I often see lots of videos about people talking about how easy it is to meet people when you're staying in hostels. But I personally don't like dorm rooms. I would rather stay in hotels. Yes, I know hostels do have private rooms, but for me, the social aspect of traveling isn't something that I necessarily travel for. But if it is for you, here are some tips on what you can do. In all honesty, staying at an all-inclusive is quite a good place to meet people when they have like the sports day schedule where you do things like aqua gym, or they have like table tennis matches and stuff. Especially if you're solo, if you join in with those daily activities, you end up meeting people, and half the time you end up doing the same activities every day with them. So that's a good way of meeting people when you're solo. But even if it's just regular accommodation where it's not necessarily an all-inclusive, I've met people when I've gone on things like day tours. Some hotels do have events where you might meet people. So say, for example, when I was in Turkey, they had bingo one evening in my hotel, and I sat at the bar, and people that I had met around the pool were then playing bingo as well. So we ended up just all talking together that night. Another hotel example was when I was in Zanzibar. They had a yoga class. So yes, you did have to pay extra to do the yoga class, but because it was on site and a lot of people that were staying at the hotel would then use the yoga studio as well, half the time you would then see them around the hotel, or the next day, like at breakfast time, they'd be like, oh, do you come and join us, come sit with us. And I spent a lot of time with people in Zanzibar just by meeting them at the yoga class that was in the studio that was attached to the hotel. So there are different ways that you can meet people without having to stay in a hostel.